Hey guys, it's Ashley, and today I'm going to be going over the 4th grade worksheet lesson number 9. So let's go ahead and start with divide and check. I'm going to be doing the highlighted problems, so numbers 1 and 2. So number 1 says 58 divided by 4, so I'll go ahead and do it on the side over here. So we're only going to be looking at this first number, and we're going to ask ourselves, how many times does 4 go into 5? So you want to get closest to the number 5, so we'll do 4 times 1. So write 1 up here and subtract 4 because you multiplied 4 this way. So you get 1, then you want to bring down the 8 and multiply this way. So you'll do, you zoom out a little bit, 4 times what gives you closest to 18? Now, 4 times 4 gives you pretty close to 18 because this equals 16. So you'll write 4 up here, subtract 16, and you get 2. Okay, then you will write remainder 2. So your answer is 14 remainder 2. Okay, I'll go ahead and erase that so I could solve number 2. Okay, so number 2 is 65 divided by 3. So again, we'll look at the first digit. So you ask yourself, how many times does 3 go into 6? Now 3 goes into 6 perfectly twice. 3 times 2 equals 6. So we'll write 2 up here and subtract 6, because remember you multiply this way. Okay, then 6 minus 6 is 0. Then you want to bring down the 5. And then you want to multiply this way. So you do 3 times what gives you closest to 5? 3 times 1 is pretty close to 5. So we'll write 1 up here. And you can do 5 minus 3, which is 2. So you'll get 21 remainder 2. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next page, which is just more division practice. So we'll do number 2, which is 46 divided by 2. So you'll look at the first digit, and you'll ask yourself, how many times does 2 go into 4? Again, 2 goes into 4 perfectly twice. So you'll write 2 and subtract 4. Then you'll get 0. And then you bring down the 6 again. Then you go this way. And you ask yourself, how many times does 2 go into 6? 2 goes into 6 3 times. So you want to write 3 up here and subtract 6 from here. Now you notice you have a 0. That means you have no remainder. So your answer is just 23. Okay, I'll erase my work so that I can do number 5. So number 5 is 67 divided by 5. So we'll do 67 divided by 5. You look at the first digit and you will ask yourself, 5 times what gives you closest to 6? 5 times 1 gives you pretty close to 6. So we'll write 1 and subtract 5. And you get 1. And then you will bring down the 7. Now you go this way and you ask yourself, 5 times what gives you closest to 17? 5 times 3 gives you 15. That's pretty close to 17. So we'll write 3 up here and subtract 15. And you will get 2. So your answer will be 13 remainder 2. Okay, now we will move on to page number 3. So here we're doing mental math with division patterns. So technically here you're not supposed to show any work because it's pretty simple. So let's go ahead and look at this problem, number 1. And we'll look at the number 560 divided by 7. So you're going to look at the number 5 first, just the number 5. Okay? And then you look at 7. Can 5 be divided by 7? It can't because it's too small. So then you're going to look at the whole number 56. Now, what is 56 divided by 7? 56 divided by 7 is 8. And then you notice how we left a 0 out? We're just going to add that 0. Now, the next problem is the same problem, but just with an extra 0. So we're going to do 56 divided by 7 again, which is 8. But now you have 2 zeros left over. So we're just going to add 2 zeros. Pretty easy. Okay, so let's do number 2 now. We'll look at number 5 and 6. So 5 cannot be divided by 6. So we're going to look at the whole number 54 divided by 6. So we'll do 6 times what is 54? 6 times 9 is 54. So we write 9, and we left 1 0 over, so we're going to add a 0. This is the same problem. Look at 54 and 6. You had 9, but now you left 2 zeros. So you're simply going to add 2 more zeros. Okay, so go ahead and solve the rest of the page. And lastly, today we're going to be doing word problems with pictographs. So this is called a pictograph because it's pictures on a graph. So there's one key thing that you want to know for this graph, which is going to be right here. It's each ball equals 100 balls. So we'll look at tennis balls first. So we see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to do 6 times 100 because again, there's one ball equals 100 balls. So we'll have 600 tennis balls. And then we'll do 3 times 10 is 300 baseballs. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 golf balls. So we'll do 5 times 100 is 500. And we have 4 basketballs. So 4 times 100 is 400. So let's look at number 1 first. It says each can of tennis balls holds 3 balls. How many cans of tennis balls does the shop have? So this is your key point, 3 balls per can. So let's draw it out over here. There's 1, 2, 3 balls, correct? So you see right here, we said that we have 600 tennis balls total. So you want to do 600 divided by 3. Okay, so we'll go ahead and look at the first number. How many times does 3 go into 6? 3 goes into 6 twice. So we'll do 6 minus 6 is 0. And we'll just add the remaining 2 zeros on. So we'll do that. So you have 200 cans. All right, good job, guys.